only one good thing I saw there. It was faces of soldiers. Their faces. It was something brilliant, you know. It was fire in their eyes.
Вечора, ми з України.
Hello. It's Zakhar Pikh and Joe Lindsley.
And Zach is speaking to you from the city of, where are you? You're in Dnipro, yeah?
Yeah, I'm again in Dnipro.
And I'm speaking to you from the Carpathian Mountains. Two very different situations. I haven't talked in a few days, man. What Saturday night seemed like it was a terrible night in Dnipro, yeah?
You know, man, it's terrible everything. It's not the terrible night or one day. It's everything. Everything around is terrible. Are terrible, yeah. And the places where I'm going every day, they are terrible too. The stories, what I hear from the people in that place is shit. Everything is shit around. Nothing good happened with me for the last few months, I think. So I don't know.
Yeah. Well,
Fuck that
anyway.
shit.
Well, I was just in many of those same places, and it's difficult. But as I said when I was talking on the radio today, I mean, it's terrible, difficult. I mean, like, look at Nikopol, 2 hours south of where you are right now. A city I got to know pretty well the past couple of months. You can see the Russians across the river from there, but so far they had not been attacked until last week. And now the Russian artillery from across the river, like last night, they shot 60 rounds at the city, hitting civilian targets. There's no warning, unlike when you have a missile from the sky. There's no warning when it's just artillery shooting. And so they live in absolute terror. And when I was there a few weeks ago, it was, we were able to even have a little concert on the river, but the Russians could see us. And now everything's really falling apart. And people are very brave, but it's extremely difficult. But the most calm people I talk to are my friends who are fighting on the front. Whenever I speak to them, they're very businesslike. They're very calm. They're the most optimistic. They're not like everything's great, but they the negative, the people that are more negative, of course, are the ones who are sort of get lost in your thoughts, and you're in a city that's getting attacked, and it's absolutely terrible. But I was reassured that the people at the fronts are very businesslike, and they're professional warriors, and that's the good part. But man, you're right. I think it's only going to get worse before it gets better. Can you describe Saturday, what it was like in Dnipro?
Saturday?
Yeah, Saturday night. That was when the rockets hit in the center of the city.
Friday evening, no?
I think it was Saturday, but
no, it was Friday evening, I think.
Okay, yeah, it all blurs together. What was, I mean, you already, when
I was sitting in the Georgian restaurant.
Yeah, which one?
I don't remember. The big one on the Prospect Karla Marxa. In the center, it's a big terrace, very big terrace in the middle of the street. The street was full of people, really a lot of people. They can live in the evening in the center of the city. And I was waiting for my meal. I was drinking wine. We were speaking with colleagues, and I hear one bam. And I said, shit, again that shit. And after I hear again, bam, closer. And a lot of the people, it was a silence in that moment. After a second, After second explosion, it was silent, and the whole city, the whole street just stopped everything. And after third, it was 3, 4, 5, like boom, 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 and closer, closer, and closer. In 2 seconds, the whole street disappeared, and that's all. After
Where
maybe
did you?
30 or 40 minutes,
Mhm.
I found the news with pictures and videos what happened, and that's all.
Where did you go? Did you find a shelter or?
Just in front of restaurant where I was, it was underground karaoke bar,
And
and we ran there because I saw that this bar is like underground, so it's the best place to hide exactly right now, and we did it
I mean,
there.
to me, it's hard to believe because when I was in Dnipro just a few weeks ago, I love that city, and all the cafes and restaurants and parks were busy, even during the alarms. It's where the United Nations and the Red Cross
Yeah, exactly.
people are.
Exactly, it was the same.
Until this.
It was very busy. It was alarm. It was 1 hour alarm, I think, before explosions. I heard right now. I heard the second alarm. What means it's dangerous.
It's in every different region of Ukraine, the alarms are different. Like in Lviv, it's very poetic. They speak words. They tell
No,
you what's happening.
yeah. Because we in Lviv, we are Halician. We are better than others.
Don't say whatever. Let's not say that after. I knew you would. I love Dnipro.
I'm joking. I'm joking, but
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
really funny.
And but in Lviv, the alarm is it's very poetic because in the vocative in Ukrainian, Lviv becomes Lvova, like Lvova, and it's said with such affection for the city, and it's the same alarm in the mountains in Lviv region. Whereas Dnipro is an industrial city, they build rockets there. The Russians hit the factory that made SpaceX rockets. In Dnipro, the alarm sounds like a factory whistle, very efficient, opposite of Lviv. But so I didn't realize that in Dnipro. And what were people like the next day there? Were they a bit different or panicked?
Yes. For example, today I had dinner in the restaurant that you told me to have dinner there.
Yeah, Brooks.
No, dollar, whatever. And it was busy. It was full, and I was drinking beer. And on the street, the motorcycle started the engine, and it was very loudly. And in 1 second, the whole restaurant stand up.
Wow, man, that's complete. Yeah, that's a new feeling in Dnipro. Shit. And the mayors.
Like, I have fucking paranoia after loudly sounds now.
Yeah, of course.
In my hotel, they have a fitness here, the gym, and that idiots who are using that now, they don't know how to use it in a proper way, and after their exercises, they are falling down very heavy things. Yeah, and like every time it's happening, I want to go there and put that shit to his fucking ass.
Yeah, I agree, man. It's the same when people make
few days ago, I was staying in a traffic, and car next to me had opened windows, and he listened fucking Russian gangster music very, very loudly. I drove closer to him, opened my window, and asked, "Are you fucking idiot? What the hell are you doing?" And he didn't answer me. He just put the music off.
Oh, he turned it off. Good.
But I thought if he'll answer me, I will go out from my car and I'll punch his fucking face.
My friend Yura was here in the mountains, and we all were hiking in the forest with his family, and he heard people speaking Russian in the forest. He got so mad. He was about to blow up because you don't want to hear that in a beautiful, pristine forest. Although when I was in Dnipro and Zaporizhia and Donetsk, our driver, a very brave guy. I mean, he had snuck into Severodonetsk right said he was about to fall into Russian hands, and he evacuated people, and Russians fired bullets at his car. He was an amazing driver and very calm guy, and but very brave. And he only, well, probably 60% of the time, he played Russian chanson
Fuck.
on the radio. But
Fuck.
it was different. He can do whatever. Like, for one, that's nicer sounding music. It's like older music, right? It's not like from past 20 years of Russian.
I don't care, you know? Really,
Well,
I don't fucking care.
I know you're a Galician, but anyway, this guy had earned the right to play what music he wanted because he was a hero. But
you know, he can listen that in his headphones. For example, me, I'm walking on the street and I don't want to listen his shitty music, and I don't care who he is.
No,
I'm
dude,
sorry.
I completely agree. I think in general, music, when people blast it out of their car, no matter what it is, but especially if it's Russian, yeah, I completely agree. What was it like in what was your experience going into Donbass, into Donetsk? Because you told me earlier, you'd never been there in your life.
As I told you, yeah, and I don't want to make it again now during the war, but I think I will. But I don't know, it's shitty emotions around, everything destroyed.
But
the only one, only one good thing I saw there, it was faces of soldiers. Their faces, it was something brilliant, you know. It was fire in their eyes. They are fucking brave as lions. I don't know, it's very strong. Yeah, but around everything, man, it's fucking battlefield.
Yeah, man. And what was your you would describe to me because one thing I was surprised is how beautiful it is. I mean, it's just vast fields with trees, like rows of trees breaking up the fields. But I thought it was beautiful countryside. Well, what were your impressions of what you saw before you saw the bad stuff?
I don't know. It was very hard to drive the car in the bulletproof vest. I didn't like it.
Did you wear you wore the vest the whole time?
Yeah, I was in the vest the whole time. Yeah.
I think I carried mine everywhere, but I don't know. We got a bit reckless. And that's the thing. I mean, that's people in Dnipro. They got, they were just, we'll sit outside of the cafe and everything will be okay.
I don't know. The press officer who were with us, he told us just wear it. He wear it, and he told us like put it on, and that's all. Like, and I didn't want him to ask like, oh, maybe I will not. No, thank you. I will wear it, and done.
How would I say? I liked when I saw the picture of you with the big fat press sign on you, because you talk so much shit about journalists and media, especially about me as a journalist.
Yeah, because you're a shitty journalist. I'm still can tell shit about journalists and journalism because I saw a very bad thing from a journalist in there in Donbass.
What?
Reuters. Do you know who is Reuters?
Yeah.
Yeah, that shitty shit with their shitty workers and journalists, as you call them, fucking bastards. We were near the weapon, the European weapon, and by the contract, we cannot make video inside the machine, only outside. And like they told that to us, don't make video inside. That bitch made just after 2 minutes after that words, she started to make video inside, and they came to her and said, "What the hell? Oh no! I'm not making video." Like, man, is it a problem to be a smart human and not to be a fucking idiot? I'm not sure. Is it a problem?
When my first journalism job in Washington was for a magazine called U.S. News, and my boss the first day gave me a novel about journalism by a British author. It was called Scoop, and he said this is the truest book about journalism, and it was about a bunch of British journalists in some made-up African country in a war, and it's exactly what happens. It's exactly what you saw. It's the same shit.
I have chance to work with the journalists, with the good journalists, as I think, because I can check their work and I can see everything they are doing, and they are doing nice stuff, really nice job. That things what they are doing, it's really good.
Yeah. Anyway, I think that's it. I was just talking with one of the foreign fighters. Remember the first foreign guys that showed up in Lviv, like the first couple of weeks of the war? When you met them, you said, "I want to go fight with those guys." One of them, the British guy, he was taking a break from fighting, and he went to go meet the people of Irpin. Brought them food, the city that he helped free, and he helped keep the Russians out of it. And I thought it was really like that story. When I heard that, I said, "Wow, these are good people that have, they came to kill Russians, not just to kill, but to because they care about protecting, fighting on behalf of, fighting good versus evil." And the fact that they really wanted to go together to the city that they helped liberate and to meet the people and to give them more help. That showed me the depth of like some of the people that come here for a couple of weeks, whatever, okay, there can be problems, but the people that really stay here and are moved by it, there's a real depth, and they end up really loving this country. And I just want to share that because it inspired me, that story. Yeah. This has been Joe Lindsley in the Carpathian Mountains. Well, I'm here to recharge and to, after 4 months of no break really, to find the energy from these mountains.
Zakhar Pikh from, again, I wanted to say Lviv, Ukraine.
One day.
Dnipro, Ukraine, east of Ukraine.
This has been Speak Shitty, Speak Freely, Near Daily War Journal, UkrainianFreedomNews.com. Thanks for listening.